Yeah,
Come
now
on.
Spider-Man. Now
It's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. No, it's not Spider-Man.
Unless Spider-Man's in the woods.
Wait a minute, Craven, or I don't know.
Oh, it could be Craven. If he was really young and hip.
And didn't have the coat.
Just Cause 4
That
Predator?
could be
or 3. I'm not good at this.
Is that a symbiote?
We're eating the symbiote. No.
That looks like Craven's gloves. That's got to be Craven.
That does, yeah.
A fate you will not share.
There's
that's
Craven.
There's Craven. That's like Craven's second cousin Vinny.
I was about to say that's very specifically Craven.
That was Avon.
That was that was Avon.
I gave you bunny rabbit last week, and you owe
That
me
was
two.
Layman.
That's a good-looking Craven.
Yeah, that's a solid design.
I asked for an equal. And this is what you find.
Bro, Venom gonna fuck you up.
Sir, perhaps
I guess so.
a new hunting ground.
It's okay, Rich. I'm allowed to curse after 30 seconds. Wait, who is that? Wait, they're showing characters. Prowler.
Tombstone, Miles Morales.
I like how it's the actual map from the game.
Yeah, Taskmaster.
Flares.
We gotta slow that down and rerun that.
The great hunt begins.
Of course, I'm
So
lost.
is Craven gonna be like the Taskmaster of Spider-Man 2?
More like
he'll probably have a bigger role.
game.
Yeah, I don't know if Venom's gonna be the final bad guy in it, right? Because I've heard there's Venom playable part, or that character.
Oh, hey.
All right, I'm putting the volume up because.
Yeah, please. I'll shut up too.
Okay.
Oh, thank God we at least got this.
Yeah, right.
I think
Wait,
it
I
wasn't.
was getting stressed.
Oh.
Oh.
That's Spider-Man 3 references.
Oh shit!
Oh
my God!
Wow.
Yeah.
This is like Web of Shadows, like type shit.
My pants immediately got tight.
Wow.
That's cool.
Oh,
You got the Spider Slayers and everything.
Does that mean we get Alistair Smith in this game?
Craven wants a hunt. I'll give him one he'll never forget.
Oh wow, he like sounds pissed.
Yeah.
Shocker! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth.
He's using the Sasuke voice now.
Yes. Oh boy.
Damn.
That's Yuri Levinthal, right?
Hey, just
I love
Queens will be available
I
now.
love the 10
You'll be able to go.
stuff.
There's like a little
Only thing is, I feel like he's doing everything Venom would do.
Oh yeah.
Triangulating position.
Well, maybe this is what they meant by a playable Venom.
All teams converge.
Lizards across the river.
Oh,
We're not gonna
Lizard.
make it in time.
At least he looks really good, and it's not like
Switch to Miles.
Miles, the
Yep,
hunters tracked Connors to the Harlem Fish Market.
Oh, okay.
Lizard.
Lizard baby.
I'm on
Sounds like Craven's checking off his.
We don't have much time. Move.
That's right, because he was kind of teased at the end of Miles
That's
Morales.
mildly racist. That's mildly racist.
Oh, hey,
Is
he's
he
got
gliding?
the web glider. Yeah,
Oh shit!
The lizard's loose at the fish market. Must be sushi night.
they
You
did
still got
say
that hunter
that.
drone you hijacked?
I did hear
It's
online
really tough
that they
hiding
were
it from
going
my
to
mom,
include that in
yeah,
Spider-Man 2.
I'll boot up and see you there.
Could Miles do that ever?
No.
This is new for this game.
They got here fast.
As long as we can't play as Mary Jane again, you can keep that part out.
Let him find Connors.
Yeah, I could do without that.
He's done for.
We're gonna switch between the two Spider-Man. Well, good to see they have the bases back.
Well,
I
that's
would say the
new.
game looks great, but we're watching it at like 340p.
I mean, but I get the gist of it.
We get the idea. Right?
Yeah, I can. I mean, well, I guess it looks better for me because it probably looks worse for you guys. I take it.
Yeah.
Stupid StreamYard.
It looks like early YouTube quality,
Oh,
but
cool.
I get
Like
the idea.
Taking out two guards at once. It's good if you could do that in the last game at all.
Yeah, I don't think you could. 3?
Ooh, that's awesome.
So,
How's the
It's like
hunt going?
some electro shit right there.
I got more electric.
He did a Kamehameha.
He just did an electric Hadoken.
Got the dead fish. Not well.
Oh shit.
Right.
That's a step up from his little venom sting that he had in the last
Garage
game.
might
Yeah.
be to him.
I'm guessing the new abilities will have the blue electricity. Maybe the older ones will have the yellow.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's like a thing that stacks or something. I don't know.
Connors tore through this place. He's out of control.
I hope we get a release window or date.
It's coming out
Yeah.
December
31st.
That's for like the TBA shits all the time. Come on.
December 28th.
Funny if there was actually a game that did actually come out December 31st.
I mean, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
There's like
man,
with
the
the days
graphics
that
just
they
look
rotate every year.
Man, it really looked incredible.
I mean, I can definitely tell.
I guess Rhino's returning again.
No, this is the lizard, dude.
Yeah.
Where am I
Which is
now?
better because I love the lizard.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite not symbiote villains.
Nimbio.
Is that a goblin?
Drones
Oh,
picking up
vulture?
lizard's trail.
No.
He's still
It's a
eating.
drone, apparently.
Yeah.
Catch him off
Yeah.
guard. Yankee, get behind me. Yankee.
I like the subtitles.
Me.
Wow, the lizard is big
Yeah.
in this game.
He's thick.
Doesn't that mean
He's like killer. He's like Arkham Killer Croc sized. If that means anything to go by.
Yeah. Whoa.
Venom.
I think that's Spidey.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, that makes more
Hey,
sense.
man. New threats?
The building's swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors?
They made this symbiote
yeah.
look good. I'm so
Yankees
happy.
tracking
It's not
him.
like a Spider-Man 3
Mr. Parker,
kind of situation.
Mr.
Yeah, it looks pretty
Spider-Man.
clean.
I mean,
But the date isn't complete.
okay, I think I got a lock.
Yankee, wait, be chill.
You know,
That
I
wasn't
hope
me.
this game is
Me neither.
pretty lengthy. More
I
than
don't even have a stomach, so
I don't want them to show too much though, because I want to still play the game.
I
It's
mean,
just one
part of me
mission,
thinks
probably.
that. Part of me thinks this is really early on in the game too.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Make him alive!
But they didn't show Spidey getting the symbiote, so
Yeah.
Can't lose
Yeah, I
Connors.
wonder. Yeah.
This could be the end of the
He's the only
first
one who can
act.
help.
We won't. You take the drones. I got the jet skis.
Damn. Yeah, I could definitely tell a little bit.
Cool if I
from the
borrow
graphics.
this?
Oh my god, this
This
looks
game is
amazing.
I'm not gonna lie.
This
Nice chases
really,
in the
really
water.
exciting. Keep it tight, man. Watch out for those drones.
Don't worry. They think I'm a friend.
Yeah, the graphics of War looks great.
Looks like they changed his UI a little bit from Peter's.
Yeah,
It's a little more like
it
ease
does
looking.
look a little bit more like Tron-ish, for lack of a better term. Like,
Yeah.
if this doesn't
like
get
the
Game of the
colors.
Year, it's rigged.
Take him out.
We've got a lot of good games so far already.
Oh shit!
Raven the Hunter.
The East River is not a river, but in fact a saltwater tidal flat. Spider-Man is fighting on right now. Everybody down!
Spider-Man. Hope we get a good look at this.
Help the tour boat! Right, I've got the metal murder bird!
I warned you about going after Connors. Now
I
this
like it
is
as
on
like
you.
webs are black too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, because when he's in the symbiote, it's not web, right? It's just like the
yeah, it's just parts of the symbiote.
yeah.
Almost done
It's
here.
like goopity
Civilians
goopity
are all
goo.
safe.
Yeah, pretty
How you
much.
looking?
This gunship won't quit.
Venom
Oh, he
likes
can
to
go
rock.
too.
Yep.
Take
think.
it down together.
Oh yeah,
No
you can.
time.
It's just a straight upgrade for all the Spider-Men.
Yep.
Good.
I got you.
Time to go boom, boys. Oh, no. Spider-Man has got defenses. Ah! Spider-Man, hang on.
Oops.
Miles, just use like Chidori.
Underwater.
Try to just like kill anything and it's like
Yeah.
You got that invisibility.
Big
yeah, I think it's like the
monster
biggest
lizard.
lizard's ever been. course, he doesn't have the lab coat.
Come on, let's go!
Probably a little big for the lab coat at this point.
Yeah.
Probably shed that.
It's like, sorry, we don't make lab coats in triple XL.
I hope the end is trailer should assume that the Marcus thing. I opened this up too much.
Whoop!
Eat faster!
Fly faster! I do not want to be lizard food.
This is literally what happens to get a B on one of his tests.
That looks real sick.
Oh my god, that looks incredible.
He's a spiky boy.
He is.
So he's like, Bowser.
Yoink!
Everyone,
That guy almost got.
There you go.
Looks like this is off with actually
trying
seeing
to
Venom.
take out that gunship. Can't get close enough.
But I can. I'm one of them, remember?
Bro, that's it. Pete, alley-oop on 3.
Fine.
1, 2, 3. Alley! Woo!
That could have gone better.
He got away from us.
It's good, Pete. I saved the tracker. Let's go, man, before he gets too far.
No. He's mine.
You sure? He's got big teeth.
So do I.
He's not normally like that, right?
No. He's never like that.
I love how Yuri Leventhal's like voice acting is like Sasuke or Sasuke.
Spider-Man!
Nice. Release date?
Okay, maybe.
Be greater together without co-op.
Okay, all right. I'll take it. I mean, I don't know why you don't
like I said.
Yep. All right.
Did it say 2023?
Yes.
Yep, fall 2023.
So, like, my saying of December was not wrong.
Well, December's winter, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it's probably like
Maybe November.
September or October.
Maybe October or November.
Yeah, the latest. I mean, if it, assuming it comes out on time, the latest it could be is like I think like early mid-November.
Shot said insta pre-order. Like hell yeah.
I'm going to assume it's that. I'm going to assume it's like an October 31st release date. Like just Halloween.
All right, I'll see you guys.
All right,
Later, Zach.
Later.
If I get a pre-order, if I get a edition of any game this year, it's probably gonna be Spider-Man 2. Like, what if it comes with like a Venom or a symbiote suit like statue? Oh my god, that'd be so good.
That'd be sick.
I just hope that you'll be able to use that suit throughout like all the game, even after you beat it. It won't just be like.
Yeah, hopefully it's not an Ultimate Spider-Man situation.
Or maybe you'll be able to play as it part of the time, but then when Venom becomes Venom, then you won't. But after you beat the game, you'll be able to do it freely. For any side missions and stuff like that.
Well, they could also do it where they have like he gets a spin-off part of the symbiote and can still use it. Because that's happened before too.
Yeah.
True. But oh my god, like that was just amazing.
I would have rather just seen that and then like that happened in the stream, but
Yeah, I mean, like that was great overall. This showcase was not great, but like
the only other things I really wanted were Alan Wake 2 and the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, and that Phantom Blood Zero, or was it Phantom Blade?
Phantom Blood Zero. Yeah, it was Phantom Blade.
Yeah, Phantom Blade
I
Zero.
will stop sharing
That
that.
interested me.
Yeah, I mean, I liked that. What you call it? That Helldivers 2 looked good. Metal Gear Solid 3. The fact that we're getting the original MGS games.
Yep. Although what I'd rather have is the Metal Gear Solid, the one that was for the GameCube, Twin Snakes.
I would, yeah. I wish they would port Twin Snakes.
those
I mean, I guess
first three
here's the
games-
important thing. What was that?
Haven't those first 3 games been imported to like every console?
They have.
Because I think
before,
I have them on PS3 also. It's like the same collection.
I guess
Well,
because there's
I've
no
got 2 and
PS4
3.
version, so it's like at least you can play it on the PS5 now.
Yeah.
I guess,
I mean,
just
I guess the important thing is, I guess at least Metal Gear Solid is kind of alive again, so maybe we could eventually get a Rising 2 or something.
Or Metal Gear Solid 6 or something.
But it's like, what would you do, though? Because Snake and Big Boss are done.
I guess conclude what happened in Metal Gear Solid 5? Or a remake of the original Metal Gear games?
I guess.
Did we catch a glimpse of everybody that was on that screenshot when Craven had the city up?
Well, I noticed that some of them were blacked out.
Were they?
Yeah. I thought.
Yeah, some were like silhouettes.
I could have sworn I saw. Think one was Black Cat because I saw like it looked like a blonde woman with a mask, but it could have been Black Cat because she has white hair.
One of them was definitely Black Cat. Yeah.
I think then I know we saw Taskmaster.
So we're getting returning assets from the first game, I guess, and then built upon that.
Most likely.
Partially. I mean, I do feel like we're mostly gonna we'll have like Manhattan and all of that back, but now we're getting Queens as well.
I'm gonna go to my old apartment. Let's go to my old apartment.
And we're gonna and we can now we won't just have car chases. We'll have chases probably on the sea as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was definitely awesome.
Yeah. But I am curious, like, who will be the final? Like, are we gonna get like Craven will be the big antagonist for like the first 2 acts, like Mr. Negative, and then the final act will focus on Venom?
I don't think it'll be Venom. I think it'll be somebody who's pushing the scenes behind Venom's release or something like that.
Maybe Green Goblin.
Yeah, I think it might be one of the goblins. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Either way, I've always liked Craven the Hunter as a concept, and I've always wanted him to be in like more Spider-Man things. So this is I see this as an absolute win.
Definitely. Craven.
Yeah.
Personally, I liked back in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game when they had Craven kind of being a mentor to Spider-Man. It was a unique take on the character.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is one of my favorite Spider-Man games. That game is a really good game.
It was it's okay, although like some things like if you don't, you have to constantly stop crimes, otherwise people will start attacking you.
I probably just like because Carnage was in it.
Oh yeah.
And Spider Carnage, you got that outfit.
Yeah, Spider Carnage, right?
Yeah,
it's like never an outfit in anything.
Well, they did have it in Web of Shadows for the Wii version, which looks like garbage. You could barely even tell what it is.
Maybe it will be in this game because well,
dude, if we got
I mean, if they don't have like
outfits now,
they'll probably have like a bunch of symbiote costumes.
If we don't get Goblin, what would you do if that's the case? If instead of it's Venom and Miles and Spider-Man have to team up because Carnage comes out, and Carnage is the main bad guy of the game.
I feel like it's too soon.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't complain. I don't know.
I would rather they save him for Spider-Man 3.
Personally, I think maybe Spider-Man 3 should have Green Goblin and Carnage, and then the final boss is a Red Goblin.
That'd be cool.
Well, Red Goblin is isn't that his nephew or something?
The Red Goblin is
grandson.
just Norman Osborn.
In the comic right now, it's his grandson, but the original one was just Green Goblin using the Carnage symbiote.
I would even like to see some other characters, maybe like Gwen and stuff like that. Spider-Gwen.
It might honestly just be Venom and Craven, because the first game had kind of 2 primary main villains, Mr. Negative and Doc Ock. So like I'd imagine maybe it's gonna be 2 primary villains each game. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Also,
but they had like the Sinister Six in the original game too, though.
Well,
but like Mr. Negative and Doc Ock were like,
the big ones. Absolutely.
But
in fact, that's the one thing I kind of hope we get for this sequel. I hope we have more, like a few side missions with other Spider-Man villains. Because on replays of the game, the only side missions I really do are the ones that lead to the Tombstone boss fight.
I mean,
maybe bring back Scorpion and Electro for side boss fights.
I have a feeling that Spider-Man 2 is going to start out with Harry waking up, and like so that throughout the entire game, you're going to be with Harry. but then you get the symbiote, and so your friendship starts to get strained, and then by the end he rejects the symbiote and Harry gets it or something, and then you fight him at the end. Kind of like what they did with Doc Ock in the first game.
Maybe. Or a rumor I heard is that, well, Peter is back at the Daily Bugle. Eddie Brock was a reporter, so maybe that'll be something as well. They focus because in the first game there is like this little Easter egg, like when Peter left the Daily Bugle. There's this good luck card, and there are several signatures, including Eddie Brock's. So it's possible the two do know each other. But I don't. And also, if we're going through a trilogy, I think it would make sense to have like focus Venom in this one, because first game would be Doc Ock, then second would be Venom, third one would be Green Goblin. So we'd focus on Spider-Man's 3 biggest enemies.
That makes sense.
But personally, for DLC for this game, for like DLC, if they do a story, I'd suggest either have it be Carnage, because that could be because you could use the DLC for the Offspring.
Yeah, considering the DLC was like multi-part in Spider-Man 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or have it be Hobgoblin. Focus on some of the tech being misused, and it could foreshadow the Green Goblin.
I agree with that. They could introduce some of Carnage's crew for Maximum Carnage, and then the third game can be Maximum Carnage with all those guys, like defeating them to get to him. Like you can have like Shriek, you can have like Demo Goblin or Carrion, Hobgoblin.
Doppelganger.
I don't think they would do Doppelganger, to be honest, because like, where are they going to get that storyline from? Because that storyline in the comics was freaking crazy. It was like they went to a planet where like they were all like 6-armed monsters. Like Captain America had one. It was like everybody.
Oh yeah, Infinity War.
Yeah. And the only one that came back was Doppelganger, and then they like had him locked up, and Cletus like saved him. But
unless they do something like with the Clone Saga thing with Miles Warren. And again, I also wonder, like, could they introduce Gwen Stacy in this game, and in the third game we'd have 3 Spider people?
Well, do you think it would be Gwen? Is Gwen Stacy alive in the Insomniac universe?
I think she was loosely alluded to being around.
Yeah, because here's the thing. She was killed by the Green Goblin. This universe has no Green Goblin.
But that's what I mean. Have we heard about mentions of her at all? Because like she's been killed by other people in different dimensions too. It was like almost
one of those like items you pick up, like the memento items. I thought one of them mentioned her, or maybe I'm thinking of the one that mentions Eddie Brock. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be, because I don't remember anything mentioning her. All I know was that the only ways I know she died are like in the main universe it was Green Goblin, in the Ultimate Universe it was Carnage. So, and neither of those characters exist yet.
Wasn't it Mary Jane Carnage?
No, Mary Jane got it.
That's the other universe, right? Where they're like
in the Ultimate Universe
together.
No, that's the Spider-Gwen universe.
Yeah.
And that one, Peter turned into the lizard and died.
Shad said he thinks you're right. He thinks one of the backpack things had her mentioned.
Okay, so I'm not the only one that remembers something like that. Okay.
I still haven't beaten the original one. I stopped playing it when I knew that the PS5 one was coming out, and then like I'm a good chunk through, but I keep getting distracted.
Yeah.
And I would
probably
also
replay it again.
We should do a video on costumes we want to see come back.
I want
to see.
I mean,
I'd
like to do a video on like, well, assuming if we ever get confirmation of Jumpstar's Ultimax, I'd like to do a video on like what characters we'd like to see in it.
100%.
That'd be a Central Park video for Jump Force. We should go to Central Park like just to do it.
Oh man!
And nobody will watch it again.
Yeah, right.
But thinking back to that symbiote, to that costume thing, will we do 10 like each of us do 10 costumes we want to return and 10 new costumes?
I think 5 return and 5 new, because that would be a long ass video.
Yeah, I agree.
True.
That's a nice middle ground. See, the only thing is, I don't know if I can really think of 5 new ones, because I got most of the costumes I like in that game.
I mean, he's got a ton of costumes. There's a lot.
I know, but it's like most of the ones I know and like. That's the thing.
Mean, you can get like Spider-Man Mumbai if you want. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like,
or for
I guess it would also depend. Can we do ones that
be...
Peter Parker didn't wear? That's the
okay. So here's the thing. Like, we had Spider-Man 2099, the not 2099 version, right? We had like the white version of that, the white and red.
Yeah, we had both versions of the 2099.
Right. So I would like the original Miguel suit. I would like. They could even give us Into the Spider-Verse costume, so a variation on those.
Oh, they definitely will.
Like a cel-shaded version of
because I know that the Into the Spider-Verse costume for Miles was widely praised because it actually had the animations.
Yeah, they did the same thing in Fortnite. So in Fortnite, the Miles one and the Spider-Man 29 has like animations on the suit.
Yeah, like you could
Spider-Verse style.
Also, here's a question: would we just do 10 costumes in general, or 10 or 5, or 10 for Peter and 10 for Miles?
We could do 2 separate videos and focus on. Well, Miles,
I don't know any of
Miles doesn't really.
He has like a hoodie. He has like a hoodie one.
Yeah, that new costume he had to celebrate his 10-year anniversary. But aside from that one, I can't. And maybe his what was Weird World? That Weird World outfit he wore.
Yes, that's what I would like for Miles.
He was a symbiote too, wasn't he? During Spider Island, Miles.
Yes, he did eventually get a symbiote.
Yeah, but it wasn't during Spider. He wasn't. He was in the Ultimate Universe when Spider Island happened.
Then when was that? Was that like web? There's been so many different crossovers for symbiotes recently.
Right? I honestly can't remember.
I've lost track, honestly, and I try to read them all.
Yeah. Also, anyone who's interested in one outfit, I do hope gets in. Look up Spider-Man Hellfire outfit. Now that looks Hellfire Gala outfit.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
it was on a cover, wasn't it?
It was on a cover.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Did we have the Mark?
They've already, they've already modded it into the original Spider-Man.
Oh, cool! All the more reason to put it in the new game.
Did we have the Mark 1 suit?
I think so. That's the spider armor, isn't it?
Oh yes, I noticed Solar Flare says, "Oh, the Mark 1 armor returns." So I figured, that's
the classic spider armor. I'm with you there. I'd like
figure of it in the front there. If you can, I don't know if you can see. It's probably 2.
I always forget. Is that the one that kind of has like sort of the disco ball looking kind of?
Yeah.
I do like that one.
Yeah, same here. Honestly, the thing I'm just wondering is is every costume going to have a Venomized version?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we still don't know.
I don't think so.
Didn't really say.
I think
it might just be that like you only get one costume. You only get like the costume, the story relevant costume, like how you got the upgraded suit at the end of Spider-Man 1.
Yeah, so you can maybe switch to the symbiote, like no matter what costume you're wearing, it'll probably just be the same symbiote suit.
Yeah.
Fair enough. The symbiote can change its appearance.
Right, but I mean, like, for game development time and money, like, I doubt they would do that for, like, all those costumes.
Unless there are fewer costumes, since now we've got 2 Spider-Men.
I don't want fewer costumes.
Yeah.
I want every costume, just about every costume in that game back.
Did we have Scarlet Spider? Or what about
we had both of them.
We did.
So we had Kane, Scarlet Spider, and Ben Reilly in one?
Ben Reilly's was in the base games. Kane's was in the first DLC pack.
Did we have Dr. Ops Spider-Man?
No, we didn't have Superior Spider-Man.
Oh, Superior is on my list then.
Same here.
And what about the Mark 1 version of the Iron Spider armor, or was it just like the MCU looking one?
No, they had the Iron Spider, the
red and
original
gold?
Iron Spider. Yeah, they had that. That was in the second DLC pack.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember like every suit. I got to get back to the game.
Yeah, of course. I hope all the movie suits are back.
It'll be cool to get a Flash Thompson anti-Venom suit for.
Yeah, I would.
That'd be sick.
As per usual, I want the Raimi suit in.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Raimi suit.
When that came out, that was what I played the third DLC pack in.
Like I said, and that includes the Raimi Venom suit.
See, the problem with that is like for me, like I'm colorblind, so like the Raimi Venom suit like didn't look any different to me except darker. Like it just looked.
I mean, it's not, but I would just like that's an easy way. That's an easy fix for another Venom suit. Just give me the Raimi Venom suit.
True. Well, even Kraven has had the symbiote at one point, didn't he? Kraven was Venomized too. I think everyone in Manhattan was Venomized like during one event.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure there was like an event where just everyone became Venom.
And did they do that Web of
Everybody
Shadows?
done.
Because I know they did that with a bunch of other people. There was like Wolverine got it. I think.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Wolverine,
I forget all the
Black
villains that
Cat,
actually.
people like that.
Black Cat.
Electro, they got venomized for a brief time.
Yeah. I gotta go back and replay Web of Shadows too. I have that physically. That game's great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And I hardly touch my PS3 these days, so it would give me a reason to do so.
Yeah, same here. Also Shattered Dimensions. That's one of my favorites.
I love Shattered Dimensions. I don't have it, unfortunately. I need to get it back. And what was the other one that came out after that? It was just
Edge of Time.
Edge of Time. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get both of those. I don't have them. Shad said, "You guys think a superhero will cameo in Spider-Man 2?"
I hope
Wolverine.
It might be Wolverine.
I like the Fantastic Four
set up for the next
Human
Wolverine.
Torch.
I think Professor X will cameo.
Professor X.
I think the Baxter Building will appear in Spider-Man 2. Because the moment the Fantastic Four became relevant again in Marvel Comics, they released like the Bagman and Future Foundation costumes.
Well, I mean, the Avengers Tower is still a thing, right?
Yeah. But I mean, we'll also probably have the Baxter Building.
Matt said a Daredevil cameo would be cool. The thing about that is, though, I think Midnight Suns for Access, if they're doing a season 2, will have Daredevil because it'll be Daredevil, Moon Knight, Cloak and Dagger, and then like one other character I forget because they teased. I'm not going to say the ending of that game, but they actually dropped the names of all those characters in there, and there's 4 extra character slots on the character screen.
I really think Gambit should be in that game.
They all have tarot cards too that you collect. So
yeah, I got some of them.
Yeah, but they like named them by name. They can mention Moon Knight. They mentioned Daredevil. They mentioned Cloak and Dagger. I don't know if I would want Cloak and Dagger to kind of be together though, like with one set of cards instead of 2 separate characters. That would kind of
I feel like they work better as a duo.
Yeah.
Why is this under entertainment?
I want to do my second playthrough, the evil playthrough, because I did it completely good the first time.
Yeah.
Have you played besides Rich? Do you guys have Midnight Suns? Did you get it?
No, I never picked it up.
I was originally going to get it for the Switch, and then they canceled the Switch version. So now I'm just debating, but I've already got a backlog.
Yeah, the backlog's a problem. It's a lengthy game. I've done one playthrough, and I put 120 hours into it. So it's lengthy.
I mean, I guess Daredevil could technically be in Midnight Suns and Spider-Man.
I'm talking about licensing, though. I mean, like if they have the game license and it's not for directly, if it goes to Firaxis,
Oh, damn.
Unless they do a split deal, which I don't know how they would do that.
And I would rather him probably be in Midnight Suns because then we'd actually get to play as him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I mean, they could do a little cameo, like go down an alley and you see like his DD symbol on spray painted on the wall or some shit like that.
Like flaming double Ds.
I mean, Nelson and Murdoch's attorney agency was like one of the photo things you did in the first game.
Okay. Yeah, I really need to go back and play it again. I wanted to wait till I was closer to I actually knew a release date of this game before I sat down and actually played through it again. Because I think I've gotten like 3/4 of the way in before when it was released on PS4. Now that I have it on PS5, I'm like halfway through, but I really want to sit down and dig in. But all right, you guys want to call it here, I guess?
Yeah, I guess let's call it here. It's I can get going. But thanks guys for joining me. I mean, overall not the best showcase, but at least it ended on a high note. That's the important thing.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was kind of the main thing we were anticipating.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks guys for joining me. Thank you to anyone that watched. If you like the stream, like it, dislike it. Definitely consider subscribing. Like this video and some of my others. And as I always say, to the time or the place, keep being awesome.
Awesome. Later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.